this is the first movie for your production company, Team Downey. Um, how did this come to be the movie, the first one, the inaugural, the opening pitch?
Well, Robert would always ask me, kind of harangue me actually, like, what's going to be the first Team Downey movie? And I was always saying, well, it's going to be the first great script that we get in, because we had a bunch of things we were developing,
Which is
and
not an answer, by the way.
technically it's an answer. But so what happened though when we started the company is Dobkin brought me a draft of the script, which I thought was a first draft. I later found out it was like 10 drafts in, but it was the start of this idea, and we got talking about the kind of movie that it could be, and then kind of over about 2 years, we without any pressure, because unlike the movies that actually the three of us had come off working on, these bigger tentpole movies, you have your release date. So you have a start date, whether a script is ready or not. We were kind of flying under the radar. And for about 2 years, we were able to get together and just kind of talk about what this movie could become. And so by the time we turned over a pretty thorough outline to Bill Dubuque, he was able to, in a pretty efficient amount of time, come back with a draft. And I remember I was in North Carolina. Robert was doing Iron Man 3, and I was about 60 pages into reading this draft, and he was heading off to work, and he expected me to say it was, it's a first draft and all these caveats. And what I said was, I'm actually quite terrified because I love it, and I think it's probably going to like fall off a cliff halfway through because it's not going to end as strong as it's been. And it really held, and that was the draft we turned into the studio, and that was the draft that they greenlit. So I kind of say that the script sort of presented itself to us and picked us as, for the first movie, as opposed to something that we kind of systematically chose or designated.